Here's our chiller, and I've seen a lot of like companies advertising like how small and light and like portable they are. And when we first developed this, that was a route that I was going. I was trying to make it as like small and light as like and like portable as possible. And then with that, we started running into some issues. Like it wasn't as efficient. It was louder, and in order to fit higher quality components well, and for them to work as efficiently as possible, we had to give it a little bit more room so air flowed better, and there was just places to mount things. So we made it a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, in the hopes that it's more efficient. So over time, that saves you a lot of money, because this is running like an air condition most of the year if you're using it full time. So if it's more efficient, that's going to start to pay for itself over time versus a less efficient unit. But it's cold out, that's why I've been storing it inside. And because we have a couple days where it's a little warmer, I'm going to take it out now, hook it up to the tub that we just filled. That'll filter the water really well, it'll chill it down, and then I'll put it back inside for like in probably another month or so. So I'm really proud of this because I worked on it for so long, and I didn't want to have a chiller that people had issues with. And I think that this is going to really like make it easier for people to do cold water therapy. So I put it on wheels because in my experience, I've plunged in different areas, and moving a heavy, even cleaning it, maintenance, and it's just easy to have it on like high quality caster wheels. And I put some locks on it so you can lock the wheel so it doesn't roll around. I thought that was cool. And then we made it like pretty seamless. I didn't want like screws everywhere and like have that cheap feel, and then just more things to break or to lose them. So we made the design a little inspired by Apple because they've had such a big impact on me, but also just like more seamless and more attention to detail. Nice strong handles. We put more holes on the front and on the sides, and that's to increase airflow and efficiency. We also have this panel on the side here, pushes down, and then in here you have a filter. And a lot of chillers don't have this. So if any of you have air conditions in your house, or let's say a window unit, you know, like every window unit has those filters that you pull out to wash. This is in the same location because it's a very similar device. So we added it where you could take this filter out and clean it, and keeps your condenser and keeps your chiller running more efficiently for longer. I know a lot of companies didn't have that, so people are running their chillers, and all the dust and pollen and dirt in the yard or wherever they're running it is accumulating on the inside of the components, which is straining the system and leading to failure and lower efficiency in a lot of units. And there's people all over online complaining about chillers. So many companies sold crappy products to people, and they spent a lot of money on it because they were new to the market and there wasn't a lot of options. And now they're dealing with the repercussions of that. So we try to like prevent these problems for people. So you will notice as you're comparing chillers that a lot of them look similar. Just like if you're comparing window air conditioners or refrigerators, a lot of them will look similar. So this is where your water connects to the tub, and we put like stainless steel quick disconnects, so it's easy to hook your hoses up. You don't have to thread and worry about washers leaking and cross threading, so it's a nice easy quick disconnect. If you look in this cavity, you see this like little filter in there, or an access panel, and that filter is just like almost like a pre-filter. It's a screen that catches big items that the other filter missed. And these are just little things to make the chiller run well, and this is the only one that has it. Other chillers have that same feature. And then in this cavity is where we're going to screw our 20 micron filter to, and that's the main filter of the chiller that should be replaced regularly depending on use. And then here's your GFCI, so this is to make it safe, so if any water ever got in the system, it shuts off. And that's it. We also have a low point drain. A lot of chillers don't have that, and I don't know why they don't have it. To me, it's such an obvious addition. It's not super hard to do. As we're engineering the water system, we just figured out a place where we could put a Y connection where the water is at a low point, and we just put a hose there to that connection, so you could unscrew that cap, and when you're going to store it, you could tilt it, which helps, but that helps drain all the water out, because there's a lot of water in this chiller. As you're circulating water through it, there's hoses and there's cavities and parts that just store water, so that helps drain it so you don't get mold growing in your system, and you just don't have water leaking and damage in the system. So that's a low point drain. And then the top is simple. There's just a screen here, and when we plug it in, it turns on. You set it where you want it. That's it. How much do you really want from your chiller? You want your chiller to just work. And that's the type of chiller that I've been trying to design. One that you plug in, you hook it up to your tub, and that's it. Focus on your tub, focus on the cold water therapy, and this thing should just be in the background, running as efficiently as possible, and just working to keep your water clean and cold. And that's what we're doing here at WAVE Cold Plunge.